Hey everyone, Logansryche here. Welcome on back to another episode of Aternos Minecraft. Now, a couple changes have happened since the last episode, and we'll go over them. Okay, so the main one was at the end of the last episode. I was having issues. Heard an Enderman. Okay. So, at the end of the last episode, I was having issues with crafting some stuff. And come to find out, there was some off-the-wall issue with the gold dust itself. And once I replaced the gold dust, issue went away. But I will get to that. Now, when you come into the town here, yeah, I know I'd seen an Enderman. Because the teleport for this world is right there. You're presented now with two buttons. The top one takes you back to the hub, the big old space station, and this other one here will take you to my treehouse, which, if there's time, I will go over. Come through here. Now, something else is I've pretty much boxed most of this in. So you now, in order to get into the vault, you will need a key. Now, that's not a jukebox. Now, this is the broken disc, C418-11. Pop that in there. Okay. So I'll make sure things were still good in here. And it is a very simple setup. Basically, I have the jukebox up there, connected to a comparator with a bunch of redstone that runs all the way down here to a repeater, and just up to here, that's right next to the door, so that when you pop something in there, the iron door opens. Now, granted, the system is obviously flawed, because if you take anyone who gets a hold of the broken disc can obviously pop in the jukebox and use it. However, it does add a little extra quote unquote security, and it was a lot better than the sticky piston door I made anyway. So let me fix this here real quick, and then obviously, to get your key back, you would obviously hit that again. It does bring you into storage. Which then brings you down into into the crafting lab. Hold on a minute. Oh, excuse me. As a matter of fact, while we're down here, you can go check on the status of the lovely machine here. Okay, so I'm out of, let's see, 1 cooling rod and 3 uranium. Or cooling cell, rather. 3. Drop those in there. Drop that in there. And you can tell I already took 1. And I will need to make more. This message I can safely ignore. And I say it's a message that can be safely ignored because I'm obviously in creative mode. Yes, that was actually, and that actually brings me to my next point. Excuse me. That most of these custom blocks use a modified form of the CS Core lib head with some kind of custom texturing on it, which was something that I didn't know or didn't catch or something. Okay, so hop back in here to the science department. Alright, now now what we were trying to do at the end of the last episode is we were trying to make energized gold ingots to make the subspace transponder. So, for the hypersender, and I already have the gold ingots. These integrated circuits, I believe I have as well. I will have to go run up to storage and go find out. So real quick, just you, lucky blocks. I seem to be getting more and more lucky blocks. I'm sitting. Ender Pearl, which I will need. Book, quartz, solar panels, electronic circuit, redstone repeater, redstone torch, circuit board, redstone block, capacitor, clay, blaze rod. Nope, I'll need one of those. Carbon, chunk, bucket, flint, HSU, battery, blank, 10K energy cell, BSU, heating coil, ink sac, cooling unit, carbonado, large capacitor, big capacitor, silicon, compressed carbon, round flash, sugar, string, bone, and spider eye. Okay, so apparently it's not something I have. Unless I move it over here. Although I shouldn't have. These are just all machines. Nope, I don't have it. Okay, so to make an integrated circuit, we need a simple electronic circuit, an energized gold ingot, and a silicon wafer. And that, actually, I have right there. Grab my piece of silicon. It's another craftless. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. That, and that. Oh, no, that one's gonna be that'd be a pain again. Okay, oh, silicon wafer. Isn't that the same thing? Quartz dust in a furnace. Let's see. I want to see if it's the same thing. See, quartz dust is from, okay, another quartz and a masher. Okay. How can you put a block of quartz in a masher, I wonder? Oh, you can't. Okay. That's fine. Get rid of that. Got my masher. Oops. Okay, so now we have quartz dust. Quartz dust goes into our furnace. That's our electric furnace right here. Okay. Pulverizer, grinder, gold pan, masher. Apparently I can't just toss a regular piece in there. It's kind of interesting. Okay, silicon wafer. Oh, excuse me. And that is the key difference. I almost made the mistake I did in the last video. Yeah, see, there's the integrated circuit. Because there is a difference between silicon and the silicon wafer, and the difference is how it's made. Okay, then now in order to get a Eye of Ender, back into our book here, or crafting table rather, take an Ender Pearl, put it to, come on. It may end up kicking me again. Yeah. Don't you just love issues with Java. Gives me 2 blaze powders and a pearl with powder. Give me an eye of ender. Cool, right? Okay. And then I just need a diamond. And that I can get right here. Okay, so put that, and that. And there's my subspace transponder. Can I stack this? Technically, no, I can't. Now I need to combine this with a polar. And it's gonna kick me again. Yep. Combine this with a sender. And I believe also in a That's just another shapeless recipe, which means we can make it right in the box. Subspace transponder, and our sender, and we now have a hypersender. Yay! Cool, right? Well, the job's not fully done yet. And I'm going to need multiples of these, so... Oops. Alright, so in order to make this effective... Whoops. Let's go over here into the cafeteria. Now we're going to be the first one I'm going to experiment with the soul jars, which is the point of this part of this episode. Are cows. So I'll need one for the hide and one for the leather. So I will come behind here. And we have to link it to the item router. So that should be... I wonder if it's because it's not powered. That's probably it. Which means that it does not work how I thought that was going to work. Which is fine. All part of the process, as I say. So what I'll do, put one down there, One right there. Why aren't you... Yeah, but why aren't you... Just need some more space in here. Now, for some reason, this is not letting me link to this item router. This item router. Trying to remember whether I actually had to send that directly to the HSU or not. No. Alright, well, the other thing that we are going to need is we are going to need a receiver and a vacuum. So, let's make the vacuum first. The vacuum is a audio vendor, a hopper, and a blank router module, which I have a bunch of over here. Now, I don't have any hoppers or eyes of ender, so go ahead and craft those to me. Or create those to me, rather. Put that, and that. And we have our vacuum. Now this will go where the item router is in the pen itself, along with the hypersender. Now the last thing I need is alright, because I already have some of those. I need a receiver. IR mod receiver. Wooden trapdoor and a blank router table. Simple, right? And while I'm up here, I will need 2 senders. I'll grab 2 of those. I'll show why here in a moment. Well, actually, one sender. And we have our receiver. And we will. I'm actually seriously thinking that these item routers will work with in between the whatchamacallits. Oh, I already had a cinder. Okay. Let's find out. And I'm saying this because item routers don't need to be powered. So but the HSUs do need to be powered. Okay, so I already had a HSU in here already, apparently. Okay, so this will be sending this south. And we'll put our receiver in here. And we'll send it to that one right there. Okay, yep, see, there we go. And now we go over to our pen. We drop our vacuum in here, and we drop our hypersender in here. And this hypersender has the coordinates of the item router up there. Now, let's go craft us some soul jars. Now, there was one other thing that I did want to build that I had not experimented with enough. Let's see if it's still in here. Receiver, advanced sender, silky breaker. Oh, there's the polar, subspace transponder. That's a stack upgrade. No, apparently, where's it under blocks? See, that's the auto farm for when you're doing like sugar cane and the like. Because I think that only works on yeah, sugar cane and cactus. I'm looking for. I could have sworn. So we have multi-builder. There's gold, IR mod, hypersender, vacuum, dropper, moisture checker, paint roller, sender, distributor, pulls items from the configured direction, then sends them round robin. Speed upgrade, integrated circuit, energized gold. A sorter, insert this into an item router, places items into inventory. If inventory is empty. Was this what I needed before? Spider eye and an arrow. Let's try that. just for SNG. If you don't know what SNG is, well, I'm not explaining it. Okay. And no, what I was actually looking for was it's called an EXP collector, which I thought I had seen in here. Advanced Ender, Ender Leash, although that'll make Sage happy. Advanced Sender, which is a step below the Hyper Sender, does 24 blocks, I believe. Yeah, 24 block radius. Energized Iron, Advanced Moisture, Regulator upgraded, Thoroughness, the upgrade, Tape Measure, Polar, Energized Quartz, Advanced Recipe Book, Silicon Wafer, Water Cans, Subspace Transponder, Iron Dust Speed Upgrade, Gold Dust, Ender Tuner, vibrates in 6 dimensions. Okie dokie then. Okay, so apparently, I'll have to look up the EXP collector at another time. What are you doing here? Go, go, go. Aw, if you were standing there a minute ago, I could have taken your arrows then. Weird. Okay. Alright, so I'll take another item router, put her right there. What I don't know, because alright, this sorter says insert into an item router, places items into inventory if inventory is empty or inventory already contains that item. And since this is facing south, I don't know if it will actually work with multiple whatchamacallits. I guess we'll find out. Alright, on to the making of the soul jar. Now I've only ever made these once. So let's see what we need. Okay, so soul jar 4, we're going to do cow for first. Yeah, I kind of figured. Need a empty soul jar. Oops. Oops. And to do that, we need a necrotic skull, soul sand, all these blasted runes. Put that into a ancient altar, which I need to make and do not have. So I guess looks like I get to make a new lab for it as a excuse to get it built. Which is, you know, it's fine. That is not fine. Okay. So what we'll do, oops. There's the door to our and these labs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, Lee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these labs are 6 by 6, which is fine. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And trust me, you will. If you haven't already built one of these, then you'll want the extra space. I'm just building it here in the lab as an excuse to build a lab, I guess. I don't know. Not that I need an excuse to build a lab or anything. Don't worry about lighting here in a moment. So yeah, okay. You have to think. You are quite literally making a jar that holds souls. So it makes perfect sense as to why they have to be done from an altar. We'll go 3 high before the ceiling, which is what it is here. To make sure that we are undisturbed during this process. be honest, I've learned to cope with it. Not everyone has those quote unquote coping skills. That is fine. Okay. Okay. I'm getting bad. Wait a minute. Oh, damn it. Logged into the wrong server. Let's see. Okay. Now. It's all Java errors. I swear. There isn't anyone secretly sitting there at the console saying, "Oh, this person's on." Kick. I actually do wish I knew what causes it, because it's from the client side that it happens. It's not anything server side. Okay. Okay then. Now we're going to build the altar. Which is broken spawner, essence of afterlife, blank rune. Yeah, I'll need to build those as well. All different runes here. An ancient altar, which I need to figure out how to make. Let's see where in the book that is. Right there. 2 blocks of obsidian, 2 gold ingots, 2 magic lumps, and an enchantment table. Well, let's go get started. Okay, finish off the ceiling here, then we'll get started. Okay. So, what do we need first? I need obsidian, which I can get. Gold ore, which I'll need to toss into here. Let that do its thing. In the meantime, how do you make magic lumps? Magic lumps is from nether wart and a grindstone. Okay. I can get behind that. My pulverizer, it's my masher, it's my charging bench. My gold pen. I'm trying to remember if I think my ore grinder also doubled as my also doubles as my grindstone. Yep, that'll give me 2 of those. Okay. So I have the basis down anyway. 4 tier 1 magic lumps into an enhanced crafting table, which is over here. I believe those go like that. Do they go in the upper corner? They went in the upper corner. That's fine. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in order to make tier 2s, yeah. Yep, because now we're starting to really get into the, into the magical stuff of Minecraft, which I don't have an issue with. Some people might not. Some people might say, "Hey, that's actually really cool." Those are tier 3. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna need some more. That's why it's always good to have a lot of extra on you. So in case you need it, it's there. Alright, that's 2 tier 3. That's all I needed, right? Yep. And then I need 2 gold ingots that are 8 carats apiece, which are actually Let's see, well, let me burn that into dust. No, it won't. About in the masher. Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. Might as well just toss them all in there. So I need two gold ingots that are 8 carat. Excuse me. Alright, so I have some gold dust here. So I need 2 gold ingots that are 8 carats. Oh, use me again. Excuse you. Right, gold dust and an ingot. Gold dust and a smelter. I swear. Again, I'm starting to have issues with the dust. I'm not entirely sure what it is. To be fully honest. Alright, well, I can put these senders back up here. Alright, for some reason there's something wrong with that one. Which means that gets trashed. Do I have any gold dust here? I do have some gold dust. Let's see. Okay, that worked. Why? I don't know. Okay, so these have to be 8 carat. That's 4, be 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 carat. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome, 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 awesome. Need 2 blocks of obsidian, which I can get. And I need the enchantment table, which is a book. 2, 3, 4 blocks of obsidian. Yep, just a book. And 2 diamonds. Made in the crafting table. So we do this, 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 and this. That gives us our enchanting table. Now, for our... Okay, and this is all done in the magic workbench, obviously, because of the nature that it is. We'll do that, 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 and that. And we now have our ancient altar. Which will now go into here. I'll place this in the center. No, it really doesn't look right in the center. Well, it does look right in the center, just not... There we go. Okay, so... Alright, to make an empty soul jar, I'll need a necrotics... Wow, I have to make some runes. Cause soul sand I can get a hold of. Dirt, stone, and a blank rune. How do you make a blank rune? Well, you know, at this rate, to be honest, I might as well just grind up the remainder of that. It'll come in handy anyway. Okay, so we have... Oh, excuse me. 4 pieces of stone, piece of obsidian, and then magic lumps. Where is that made at? The ancient altar. Okay, block of obsidian. For stone. Altar is thus surrounded by the needed amount of pedestals. What? What do you need for a pedestal? Oh, let's see. Different staffs, flask of knowledge, tome of knowledge, scroll of dimensions, ancient altar, bone meal, infuse, silver electro, wood glass, infused hopper. Those are cool, yet I've never actually played with them. I'm surrounded by the amount of pedestals, 0 of 8. Let's see now, if I remember right, the last I think I seen someone use dispensers as a pedestal. find out. One, two, three, 4, 5. 6. I'm probably messing this up. 7, 8. Alright, well, while I'm trying to figure out what exactly I need for that, and I'll end up doing that off camera. Yes, I know it's cheating. Let's go take a trip. We're going to go visit my treehouse. Welcome to Logan's treehouse. Now, this isn't just a treehouse. This is using the Giant Trees plugin. Now, this is something that my wife Sage has actually been experimenting with over on her world, and this is actually a combination of 7 giant oak trees put together. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to put in here yet. And then outside, I have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oak trees. And as you can tell, we are very much off the ground. What's the point? Well, at one time last night, I was actually going to make this the teleport in for the world, and then Sage reminded me, but you named the world Vault. Like, yeah, that is true. So I just decided to make a teleport button in the vault that will take you here instead. And this is basically, you know, this is my world. It's still the vault world, but as a whole, the whole world it's quote unquote my domain. But this one is more of my personal space. I will probably eventually have these trees hollowed out so that those that don't want to be in the confines of of the vault can come up here and make themselves a home. I think that should be really neat. But yeah, that's what that is. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to put in here. I'm probably going to this may also serve as a fandom info center. Something that I've always put into every Minecraft build that I've ever made in some way, shape, or form. A lot of people hate me for it. Some people praise me for it. But it is that is my way of giving back to the community. So yeah, that's that. Hopefully, next video we'll be able to get these soul jars crafted. While I figure out what the heck they mean by pedestals. Okay, well, that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. Appreciate everyone that comes out and watches my videos. It does help me to, it helps me to keep going. All of the important information is down in the description below. Also, I am also now accepting donations and stuff in both BTC and ETH. If you're into that kind of thing, plus then there's the regular PayPal.me. Alright, well, I will see everyone in the next video. Take care, everyone.